Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is one of our two Greyhawk Patreon campaigns. And I am your Dungeon Master, Stella Wuna. Welcome, everyone. We are going to be going on a very special adventure today. I am very excited for where we are going to go. We are having a new map moving on in the chapter. But before we get to that, I have a few things I'd like to say. I want to give a shout out to all of our Patreons. Without their support, all of the one-shots, three-shots, and marathons that we do on this channel would not be possible. Everyone that you see on the screen here is a Patreon. Because of them, we get to do cool shit. Thank you so much. If you're interested in more information on what you can get for being a patron, you can check on this link in the chat. Thank you. Oh my god, you're so fast. So fast. Also, we have a YouTube. You can find all the previous episodes of this game and all of our other campaigns, words are hard, on our YouTube. You can check out the link there in the chat as well. Thanks! Oh, everyone's so helpful! It's not going to make the game any easier, but I appreciate the kindness. If you would like to interact with the game, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem blessings, which are advantage die or rerolls to any player, including myself, by using the channel points. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate. Every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Tell me who you are, who you're playing, where we can find you, and what your favorite kind of cookie is. We'll start off with V.
Peanut butter.
Okay.
Skipped all the other stuff.
No, that one answer, all questions.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty universal answer.
Twitch.tv/peanut butter.
There's probably.
Playing peanut butter. Yeah.
So I'm Vertigo Cross. I stream on Twitch whenever I've got the free time, mostly just whatever my chaos-filled brain feels like at the time. Earlier today, we played Abomination, which is like a Nuzlocke-style Pokemon game where your friends die and you feel bad.
What friends died today?
Stella, Corey.
Wait, I didn't know that I died today.
D6. Yeah, you were a cute, like, little snow grass rabbit, and then you died.
Oh.
And everyone else also died at the same time, so you didn't die alone.
Okay.
And then we did the salty run back, and we got revenge for you.
Yes. Thank
Nice.
you.
No problem.
Who are you playing today?
I'm playing Bird Mom Lavelli.
Mhm.
My job is to constantly downplay Kalik's ego and to be the one who actually fights and gets hurt.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm whatever those names you like to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I'll probably do too many clips, so that's up to your own discretion. Today I play as Finn Carson. I'm sorry, wrong game. I'm playing as Chester Cunningham. I was doing editing.
Crossover.
I was doing VODs with the Ghost earlier. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm playing Chester Cunningham. He is a circus hand mage, or circus hand who was in part of the circus. He's got sorcerer powers. He's having really fun with his chaos bolt every chance he gets to use it. It's sort of kind of learning in the land that's around him. As far as the rest of the stuff goes, I'll probably just promote all of that towards the end of this broadcast. And my favorite cookie is typically chocolate chip.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have B Street Holmes.
Hi guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. You guys can catch me on Twitch or Stella's Discord. And if you come by on Monday nights, you can check out Jacob and I doing Nights of Nerdvana on YouTube. We talk nerdy news from video games to comic books, TVs, and movie. And I am playing Kalik Ilvari, an elf who's out to gain glory, fame, and fortune, and doesn't need his ego checked.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. There was a point last session where you were tried to be made leader without group unanimous decision.
I did not lead that, to be fair.
You sure
and-
about that?
and
Are you
my-
sure about that?
And my favorite cookie is homemade ones.
Aw, that's such a nice answer. Okay, Zombie, thank you for the card for B Street. Matthew, please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh.
Zombie Fighter 69.
69. Hello.
Good
Ooh.
joke, zombie.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Emma.
When? Oh no, sorry. Okay, I was
Is
like,
that your favorite
I
cookie?
thought you were drawing a card for me. I was like, oh, you didn't say the rest of the
Quick,
thing.
someone buy Emma a
Okay.
card.
Oh,
No,
I already
don't
did.
buy me
Emma,
a
can you
card.
please tell us who you are, where we can find you?
When?
When?
Hi, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I'm writing a TTRPG book called All the Witches, and we're doing a dice giveaway. The link is in the chat. I just posted it. So if you want some cool custom dice from a local dice maker, go join that giveaway. I also am going to be on MJ Russell's channel tomorrow doing a charity one-shot with a bunch of amazing people. It's going to be really, really fun. Go, please follow. It's going to be at 7 Eastern time tomorrow, and I'm super excited for it.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
My favorite kind of cookie is store-bought.
We're gonna have like
And-
a war between those two.
Yeah. And I play Arifus, who is a simple farmer trying to get back home to his family and nothing more.
Okay, when?
Oh, I actually do have a card.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Matihi, for the card for Emma.
Thank you, Piper. When?
Okay, but was it actually Piper, or was it like when I did it for Zombie?
No, it's me.
Knew it was you, V.
Next, we have Maddie Matihi.
Oh, hi. I'm Matihi. You can find me never on Twitch, which hopefully will soon change, as I'm going to be running a drop-in adventure called Jimothy and Friends, where everybody plays children, and it's very fun. You can also find me on Twitter at Maddie Matihi and never on Instagram. Also at Maddie Matihi. On Instagram, I mostly post gay things, so it's great. I am also announcing things very slowly on my Twitter, which I'll talk about more after the game, as well as my game that I run. But it's all after the game, so if you want to hear about it, I don't know, stick around. You have to watch. So there. I play Ricaria, who is a tiefling druid. Is by the horns. And she is the one who inflates Calyx's ego 100%. There's nothing bad that could happen with that. And then my favorite cookie is anything gluten-free because my stomach is a dumpster and I will eat anything that I can.
Excellent. Yes. Sorry, I just realized I gotta update. Thank you, Geek Dice, for a nat 20 for every single player at the table. Super awesome. Did I do this correctly?
Don't worry, Geek Dice. I'll use it on something stupid.
Thank you, Geek
Roll
Dice.
to walk.
I tripped.
You find $700.
Yay.
John the
Oh,
Jump
I
card.
fucked it up.
We all got 5 nat 20s?
I mean, I'll take it.
Production staff, please fix the thing. I fucked it up. I'll stop touching it. Thanks, production. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We see the party currently on a large wooden platform. You have defeated Agdon Longscarf, and you are now in the heart of the Brigand's Tollway. You see around you are a number of different tents. There's a small cooking station. There's a wooden throne that is completely surrounded by various trinkets, and you've been able to help yourself to a few of them, and the group has more or less settled down for some rest. Everyone can take the benefits of a long rest here. And by the time that you finish, Agdon Longscarf has told you that you will need to head northwest in order to continue your way to Downfall. That is where you will find Bavlorna.
Questions. How does a long rest work again?
Basically, you restore everything. A long rest is essentially like 8 hours of downtime. So all of your hit points, all of your any kind of resources you have, like your key points, any spell slots, all of that.
Second question.
Yes, answer.
I got 2 special cards at the end of the last one.
Yes?
What were the things that I got from?
Don't worry about it.
I was loot. You said I found them while looting through a treasure pile.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then,
You found
based
the
on the cards
mystery
you
and
have, it's
question
an item
mark.
that gives you, that's worth a lot, and it's a magic item. Those are the 2 things.
Like,
Okay.
or a magic item.
All right, here we go. I picked a
boot.
random ass thing. I don't know if this is powerful or not, but I'm just committing to it. You find a bag of beans.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
nice.
All
There
right.
we go.
By faux fun, bitches.
Can make some coffee with that.
Bag of
Cat
beans. This is what it looks
Inside
like.
this heavy cloth bag are 3d4 beans. Do I have to roll this?
Yeah, go ahead. Why not? Let's make it spicy and fun.
It's 5 beans.
Wow. Okay. Just all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5 beans in there. You gave me an entire sack of 5 beans.
Yeah, so you find this very heavy cloth, this bag, and you look inside. There are a number of beans in it. What do you do?
She takes them. She puts them, I guess it's already a sack, so she just ties it to like her belt.
Okay. You can add that to your inventory.
Sweet beans.
Nice beans.
Thank.
All right. Anyway, y'all are here.
During the kind of rooting around through various things, was Rikaria able to find any leather armor that she can wear?
Yes, you can add a standard leather armor. You see that the brigands have essentially gathered all kinds of gear. A lot of it is mostly uninteresting and mundane. So you do find a set of armor that fits you, and it isn't particularly well maintained. We'll say that it has quite a bit of a rough appearance. It looks very patchwork. It's modeled in different places. There's a strange bite mark on one of the shoulders that you can't quite identify, but it's got character.
I think Rikaria takes some time kind of putting this on. And afterwards does like kind of like a little like show off a bit, and then looks to Kalek and says, "It's my adventuring gear.
Very chics, Candy.
Thank you. I'm gonna like, oh wait, no. I was gonna like take the dress and I was gonna like put it in with this, but I don't really want to destroy the dress. I should probably keep it together." And they like try to find another little bag and maybe like try and just take the dress and stuff it inside. Just like pounding on the dress to get this in this bag. Okay, it's gonna be really wrinkly, but I think Riley will be okay. We can like magic it out.
Yeah, you find what is essentially like a potato sack, and it has printed on the front of it the word interesting. And that's all it's just completely empty.
Ooh.
I had also forgotten a few like games ago. I had gotten that large pot that I tied to myself with rope, but unfortunately I can't tie knots, so I'm pretty sure it dropped.
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
gone. You don't have that anymore.
As Ricardio's stuffing it, like gonna put on her back, it's like, "Hey, did anybody see my pot?
Oh,
I
you
had
left
it.
that back at the end, I think.
Did I?
You had to take it off to sleep.
Hmm.
What's it? I had a really big pie hangover and just everything else went out the window.
Hmm.
Pie hangover.
Yeah. It's when you eat a lot of sugar and pie. It's just
Dude,
It's rough.
really likes pie.
I really like pie. It's my favorite.
Well, I'm sure she'll get good use out of the pie.
I hope so. It's a nice pot. Be good for a fern. Maybe a succulent.
Maybe some beans.
Oh, damn. We gotta plant those beans.
You see, Jingle Jangle has put one of her fingers into the loop at the very end of the mystery key that technically belongs to Kalik, but is definitely not in Kalik's inventory right now. You see her like spinning it around as she's listening to the group of you. Just a reminder of what Jingle Jangle looks like. Because we love her. And I pushed the right button.
Mm-hmm.
So Jingle Jangle looks to the group of you and says, Jingle Jangle is wondering what we will do. Jingle Jangle wonders if you friends will go to see Bavlorna.
Did seem to be the next point of order.
Yeah.
That's
By
the only way to have anything better happen in this place.
Yeah. By the way, a quick aside now that we're all together. Agdon asked us not to talk about camp about us beating him. And if we were to keep quiet, he could provide some assistance to us with Bavlorna. I told him I wouldn't say anything, but like you're all your own people, so that's like a decision for y'all. But
If he's willing to help with Bavlorna, then I believe this can be agreeable. A reputation is rather important amongst your people. Gaelic kind of looks around the other Harrigan that are here on top of this stump.
Yeah, you see them gathered in clusters. Some of them are currently drinking and eating. Some of them are playing bagpipes and dancing. They are mostly keeping to themselves away from your party, and they do occasionally look back, and they also occasionally look over to Agdon. You can visibly see that they're trying to assess what the power dynamic is right here, because essentially that you're cool now. They're not, worried about you. But there is still that hesitation in the air.
Yeah, we're all tall except for me.
So, Rikaria looks around and looks over to Chester and says, I think you're probably the best actor of us. Maybe you can say something, say your voice really loud and be like, oh, you beat us, but we're buddies. I don't know. Maybe to comfort the others? Perhaps, or should we just not talk about it?
Or perhaps play up the fact that this brave Longscarf has decided to turn against Bavlorna. Seems most in this realm are quite afraid of her. It would be a quite heroic act from their perspective, and doesn't include saying that we lost.
He only asked us not to say anything. I don't believe we owe him any more.
Yeah, I agree with Lavelli. Or not Lavelli. Your Crimson. Crimson?
Scarlet!
Scarlet. Fuck. Scarlet.
We are all going to die.
Mostly me, because everyone keeps messing up my name.
Cover your Scarlet.
Listen, we're in the trust cluster. It's fine.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made.
Wait, are we No, I don't want to sacrifice Scarlet.
What? We're not sacrificing. What?
We didn't agree to this.
No, we're not. We're not sacrificing our leader.
Kalik.
It's fine.
Or wait, Panache. Dang it. Sorry.
We're all gonna die.
This. This
The
is the beginning of the end.
Let's just stop saying names.
the context for those who are kind of joining mid-session, the party were all given pixie names during the carnival and have decided that names are powerful, and in order to protect their own names and the power of their names, they are going to use their pixie names, and they're to varying levels of success thus far.
Yes.
Noelle just shakes her head slowly. Is Agdon still invisible for me?
Yes, for 24 hours, and you've only rested for like
Nice.
8. So to you, the throne looks empty. Everyone else can see Agdon is just idly sitting there, kind of reclining over the chair, feet dangling off of the armrest, sort of twirling his brand mace as he looks at the group, just kind of waiting.
Where is Agdon?
It's over there.
She follows the point.
Points towards the chair.
All right, I need to talk to him.
Okay.
I'm
Feel free.
here! What do you have to say?
I hear that, right?
Yes.
We agreed that I could still hear him. I just couldn't
yes,
see him.
Yes.
So Lavelli marches her way over in front of the throne. There are so many pop-ups in the way. And then she stops and puts her hands, not like threateningly, but on her hips.
Hmm.
She just stares at the throne for a moment.
All right.
So, you've agreed that you won't be stealing anymore.
That is the agreement.
So, what do you plan to do? How are you going to, she looks around at the group, protect these people whose faith is in you?
Well, I suppose we'll try to find some honest work, but first things first, you have to take care of Bavlorna.
She nods slightly, staring in the direction of the throne. She'll glance back at the others, who probably have like no clue why she's doing this, and then looks back and says, "Why?" She shakes her head. What kind of leader do you see yourself as? What is the goal for you and your people?
So what everyone else sees is when Lavelli looks over at the party that Agdon just kind of stretches and then he begins to tiptoe away. So when Lavelli asks the question, Lavelli is saying it to an empty throne.
Oh, Ricardus like looks through this. Should we say something?
Arthas will
Yeah.
walk up behind Lavelli and like just start turning her body if she's comfortable with it to like still be pointing at Agdon.
Yeah, you see
But-
Agdon has
Really glares a little bit, kind of picking up what's going on.
Agdon has wandered off towards the cooking station, is just like laughing in the distance, just kind of shooting the shit and then eating some carrot soup.
She turns back over to Arifis. I don't know if this is a deal worth upholding.
I think Arthas is gonna like whisper. I think it's a deal that he's making in secret and doesn't want his camp to know about.
She shakes her head slightly and then looks over at Kalik. I think all that matters to him is the opinion of others. I do not see, and her voice cuts down a bit. I do not see this ending well for them.
What ending well?
She gestures to the camp in general.
I mean, who knows what this turns into when Bavlorna's gone. I mean, they said that they'd stop thieving, and I mean, a deal's a deal here.
She lets out a bit of a sigh and in a display of vulnerability puts a hand behind her neck and just says, just be prepared. Those who only care about appearances are very good at hiding their true feelings.
I think Arifis looks towards Kalik when you say that.
Everyone's just
It gets
staring at
maybe
Kalik.
gets maybe a bit of an insight into like why you don't trust them so much.
They think you're the leader, Caleb. Just go with it.
This is your moment, Kalik.
Stand proud. Put your hands on your hips.
Look real confident. Prove their point.
Yeah, chin up, chin up.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, somehow, with Lavelli involved in this conversation, I don't expect that that's what they're discussing.
Why don't you two like each other?
I'm not entirely sure why she's taken such a stance with me.
I could ask. My dad
I
always
wouldn't
said that
mind
confrontation's good.
I wouldn't mind knowing. I mean, at least for whatever time we spend here, we are going to have to work together. Certainly better odds of survival. And if Scarlet and I are able to reconcile at least enough to trust one another in this section of our journey, then she and I are welcome to go our separate ways after we return home.
You know, there's this, like, in some of the stories that I've read before, you know, back when I lived at home, there's this, like, it's like a trope called enemies to lovers. Have you heard of it?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar, but that doesn't sound like the kind of trope that would have appeared in my parents' stories.
Oh, I'd love to tell you about it, but I
You
think
know, in my book, I wrote a whole bunch of these things called boys' love stories.
I have a bunch of fan fiction. It's mostly monsters.
Fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jingle Jangle is like, what is fan fiction?
Oh, Ricari immediately is just like, let me show you in my wet books.
You know my parents. It was mostly histories and magical texts growing up.
Valid. I just grew trees. Unguarded.
Lavelli just shakes her head and turns back to Arifis. With one last remark, says, accept their help if you must, but do not trust them.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. The best plan might be just to talk to everybody about going ahead and leaving here and going to deal with Bavlorna. Maybe Agdon will sneak away and help us when we leave.
One can certainly hope. And she'll start walking back to the others.
Okay.
Stella, I believe last time, because we talked to a couple people about Bavlorna last time,
Mm-hmm.
we
Widdershins.
did find out that this is a hag, yes?
Yes.
One of 3 hags.
Yes.
Could I do a roll and see what kinds of things I know about hags?
Sure.
I think we
We
did
already
this all
did a
last
roll.
time,
Did
and
we?
everyone
Okay,
failed.
then.
A
clearly
few
I
of us
don't know
passed.
anything.
Caleb
But
failed.
not like but not
Okay.
past to know anything that changed what we were doing.
Cool.
I'm
I
so
couldn't-
glad
I
y'all can
honestly-
remember this because I don't remember shit.
I honestly couldn't remember if we'd rolled for it or not.
Mhm. Basically,
Okay.
as soon as we were told she's a hag, half
Hags?
of the group went, "Hags? Do I know anything about hags?" And Lavelli just stood there like, "I don't know about hags. Maybe a sea hag." But
So as you are all kind of like essentially packing up and like getting ready to head off, Agdon jumps up onto his throne and he gestures to the entire party and the crowd and says, "I have sent our new initiates to go seek Bavlorna upon my behalf. I will be leading the charge. I will be back soon. Stay here. Maintain the camp. Those are your orders." And you see him hop down, puts his hands on his hips, chin high, and says to the group, "I've got a skiff. I'll take you to Downfall."
Oh, thank you, great Agdon. We wouldn't be able to make it without you.
I know.
The new leader of our party.
That's right.
Lead the way, Agdon.
Boing, 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 boing. So bunnies are fun.
Lavelli just looks very upset.
Ricari will just like kind of lightly elbow Scarlet.
Say, come on, just. It's like acting.
It's like a worse Kalik.
Oh, Kalik's not that bad if you get to know him.
She looks over at Kalik. I don't think I want to.
Why not? You could be really good friends. I feel like you are both really similar in different ways. You just got to get over those similarities that seem like differences, and then you can be friends
She gags.
or lovers.
She gags harder.
No, birds could gag. That's interesting.
So the group of you hop onto a skiff and you begin to head northwest. As Agdon is operating this vehicle, you maneuver up what is like a river. And there's something very peculiar about it. You see that there are cattails and there's a rolling mist that just sort of comes in and obscures the area. It is quite ominous, and you aren't quite sure what's beyond the fog. But something catches your eye. Can I get everyone to roll me a 1d8? Okay.
Nice 6.
Okay. We got a 7 from Arifis, Lavelli with a 4, Kalik with a 6. We have Ricaria with a 3 and Chester with a 3. Okay. So, Arifis, as you're looking around, you notice that there's some shimmering in the water of the river that you're currently navigating, and it catches your eye. When you look down into the water, you see something kind of like an illusion. You can definitely tell that it's an image and it's not something underneath you. It looks like the river is trying to tell you something. And you see two marrow swimming past each other in what appears to be very, very murky water. Go ahead and roll me a nature check. Let's see if you know what marrow are.
Like bone marrow.
No.
Yeah, you see a bunch of femurs.
I
swimming in the
want to
water.
use my natural 20 to understand what a marrow is.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a fish.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Not
half
a whole
fish.
ass
A
fish
hot
person.
fish.
It's a whole ass fish person.
I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of ass there, unless you consider a tail like all ass.
I do.
I do.
I do.
In my fanfics, absolutely.
With the 13 nature, I'm gonna say that you know that Marrow.
No, I wanna use my natural 20.
With your nat 20.
Sounds like she's not serious.
You know that Marrow are a type of monstrosity. You know that they are very aggressive creatures, that they prey on a lot of humanoids, including merfolk, and they pretty much just devour everything in their path. They more or less capture things and people and eat them. You actually, with that nat 20, also know that they have an origin story of being related to some kind of demon, and that they were essentially corrupted merfolk that were turned into these demon mer people, essentially.
And you said the ones in the river are like an illusion?
Yeah, they're like miniature versions. You can definitely tell that you're seeing an illusion passing by. There's like opalescent shimmers and sort of like a wispy, distant appearance to it. It's like looking into a mirror.
But with a harpoon.
I'm gonna touch the water.
Okay. When you touch the water, you see that it does obscure the vision, and it disappears.
Is anyone else seeing any weird visions or anything?
So as Erifis says that, Lavelli, you look in the water, and in the water you see a tall, thin figure wearing a pointy hat and a hooded black cloak, climbing a rickety staircase that leads up to a large, ramshackle house built on stilts. As the figure approaches the house, you see their shadow detaching from their body, and it moves across the walls of the house and crawls through an open window.
Yeah, I'm seeing something.
At the same time, Kalik, when you look in the water, you see a short, mean-looking old woman wearing a crimson cap, a leather apron, and iron boots, using a cleaver to chop meat in a drab kitchen. As both Vicaria and Chester look in the water, you see the same thing. You see a hag with toad-like features relaxing in a pool of water, while a very small miniature version of herself ladles the water and pours it over her head and shoulders.
Hags are fucking weird, man.
Vicaria's kind of leaning over the water and looking down and say, "Yeah, I'm seeing something really weird. The toad hag."
I've heard of giving yourself. I've heard of giving yourself a bath before, but this seems a little weird.
That's an extra bath.
I saw two marrow swimming together. Agdon, do you know anything about this?
You see Agdon is pushing with an oar, just maneuvering the boat. He doesn't look down. He continues to look forward as he's navigating. This is the stream of visions.
All right. Want to expound upon that at all?
He looks down in the water and he says, It is said that this river will give us insight into things that we might find transpiring within Downfall. We are heading upriver, so these visions are coming from where we are heading.
All right, so everyone look out for a moving shadow.
And a hag that looks like a frog.
And a woman with a cleaver.
And marrow.
What's a marrow? Wait, no, Lavelli probably might know what marrow are.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
I'd also like to roll.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
They're like a demon merfolk.
12.
12.
Interesting. 7. I don't know.
Vicaria doesn't know anything. 15 from Chester. Kalik, did you want to roll as well?
Yes, everyone else is learning things.
Okay, you don't know anything. You rolled an 8. So Lavelli and
The way
Chester.
you said that, you rolled an 8. You don't know anything.
Shit. You don't know shit. All right. The 15 from Chester and the 12 from Lavelli. You know that they are people that live in the water. They are very monstrous. They're dangerous. That's literally all you know.
Okay.
I feel like
Marrow.
on an 8, and with Calik's personality, he is very confident about the whole bone thing and has not thought about the fact that it might be a creature.
Yeah, that tracks.
Good work, everyone.
Hmm.
So we should avoid the water where we can.
Mhm.
Avoid shadows where we can. Avoid toads and cleavers where we can.
As you say that, Agdon gives a belly laugh.
I think a lot of that is a bit impossible to avoid, especially in a swamp.
Ooh.
Especially where we are going.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh.
We've been abducted.
We're down here.
Map change, map change, map change, map change, map change, map change, map change. Music
What does
change.
Jingle Jangle see?
Oh yeah.
God. Okay, hold on.
Everyone gets a vision, Stella.
What?
Cleavers.
Yeah. Jingle Jangle just like kind of shudders and says, Jingle Jangle does not like this chef. Okay. Music change, music change, music change.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
There's a bunch
Yay.
of frogs croaking.
Not the
Ah,
accordion.
yes.
Penny.
Yes, because we're rowing a boat. I get it.
Shh. Introduction time. Thick fog hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway widens and the current slows, giving the impression that you have entered a lake. Croaking voices penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving in 2 rowboats. Manning the oars of each rowboat are 2 bullywugs.
Wait,
You see
you mean like our rivals?
that each rowboat has a rower and then someone that appears to be very well dressed. All 4 are dressed in soiled garb. You can see that they are wearing very poofy shoulders. They are wearing some kind of metallic fabric that has smears of mud on it. They're wearing these large ruffled collars. And the ones that are not rowing appear to have teacups in their hands. And one of them calls over and says, Welcome to Downfall, travelers. And the other one says, Oh, I do love to have company. Oh, hello. Please introduce yourselves.
Bukaria looks over at everybody and says,
We gotta be really polite. We gotta be polite. Hello, traveler.
No, we aren't travelers. We live here. Oh, you. They don't have a shred of common sense, do they?
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Maybe
don't
it's-
be so quick to judge.
Maybe it's best if like our leader speaks up.
Yeah, you're right, Kalik.
It is quite pleasant to make your acquaintance.
No, I was talking about Lavelli.
Charlotte, actually.
Lavelli blinks
You
and
see?
then looks at Eriphus.
Grumple, I think they have some discourse among them. I can smell chaos.
Oh, gosh, chaos, bright, bright. Valley, or Scarlet, go. You're the leader now.
She just takes out a deep sigh, lifts off her hat, holds it to her chest, and says, Greetings. I am the newly christened leader of our company. You may call me Scarlet.
Scarlet. What a very, very elegant name, one might say. It's just Scarlet.
She nods. No parents that I know of.
They begin to croak to each other in Sylvan. Does anyone speak Sylvan? Okay. You hear them saying in Sylvan, "Oh, they must not be very important."
Wait, I do. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yep, I as well.
Billy, do you speak Sylvan?
I speak Orin.
Okay, that's not the same.
We get some air elementals, I'm all in.
That's so funny. Okay, so everyone but Lavelli can hear them shit-talking Lavelli. Oh, they must not be very important. They only have one name.
It's gonna be a running theme.
I thought that we weren't going to judge them right away, Grumple. Oh, well, perhaps we can learn some more about them. I am terribly, terribly bored. Well, Scarlet, it is a pleasure to meet you. Yes.
I apologize. My leader here is being much too polite. Her full name is Scarlet of the House Azul.
You see both of the bullywugs kind of look at each other very startled. And you see that that purple blush takes both of their cheeks. The one behind the fan kind of ducks away. The one with the teacup puts the cup on the plate and says, "Oh, I see. Well, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. Please, please. Welcome to Downfall. You will need to seek out our King Gullop the 19th. If you would like to be given blessing to stay here. But it is an honor to make your acquaintance." And they begin to bow very deeply to Lavelli.
Lavelli tilts her head a bit and looks at Arifis questioningly.
Arifis kind of copies them and bows.
Before she gives a half shrug and says, "Of course, let's hurry on with this."
As you kind of tilt your head, you see the two bullywugs look at each other. You don't understand this, Lavelli. They switch back to Sylvan and they say, "Oh, what do you think that means? I've never seen such a gesture." And then as you turn back to them, they both tilt their heads at the same time at you.
Now she just does a full-on bird head tilt the other way, so she's looking directly at them horizontally.
They look at each other with great discomfort and they try to copy you.
So they're just staring at each other now?
Yeah.
I think Caleb will also join in Arifis's bow, and while his head is obscuring his mouth, so hopefully they won't read his lips or anything, kind of hisses at Lavelli. "They expect you to bow."
She glances over at Caleb. Why would they expect that?
Because they believe themselves to be from the same strata I am from. And in polite society, that is how one exchanges social graces.
You're from polite society?
I think at this point, Caleb finishes his bow. He's very done.
Lavelli shakes her head slightly and says, "All right, I believe that is enough. You may return as you were."
"Oh, of course, let us not interrupt." You see one of them slap the arm of their rower, and the two boats part. as they move out the way. And Agdon continues to row the boat along.
Well, he's got -1 as a charisma modifier. She does not understand social cues.
I think we gotta be like nicer to these people.
Bright minds. For the sake of my understanding, as we continue to get to know one another, may I inquire as to why you decided that Scarlet was the best person to engage in that conversation?
So
Well,
tiny.
I think that I mean in those sorts of like diplomacy situations, you know, I feel like a group's leader should be the one to say to like speak. And I mean, I'm just the most comfortable with the leader of the group I'm in not being a fucking murderer.
I also would think that someone who has a better opinion and who's a leader wouldn't be a farmer.
Farmers are all about leadership. I mean, you've got to have an important relationship to your community and
Sure. Yeah.
Well, he just lets out a loud sigh and says, "That's quite enough. We can bicker amongst ourselves when we're alone."
Okay. So you see that the boat kind of shoves up onto the side of the shore here, and Agdon hops off and gestures to the path up ahead and says, "I will stay here with the boat in case things get dicey, but you should find that your experience here in Downfall should be more or less tolerable. They are prone to gossip, so watch what you say. However, I think you will do just fine here."
Thanks, Agdon.
Like, Rakaria takes some hair and like tucks it awkwardly behind her ear because it just goes under the horns.
You see, nearby there is something very interesting. To your north, there is a giant balloon, a hot air balloon, in fact, looming above a ramshackle wooden pier, anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts that are driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals, as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in the patchwork fabric. Bullywug stands near the top of a ladder and is using a long silver needle and a spool of catgut to sew up the openings. A second bullywug stands at the foot of the ladder to steady it. Huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap, passing insects.
Does the balloon look similar to the one that was crashed on the tower?
Yes.
Or
Almost identical.
doesn't that look rather similar to everyone else?
And Rakaria kind of scratches their cheek.
A little bit.
It reminds me of the balloon our small dragon friend was in.
Oh.
Perhaps this was where their journey began.
Maybe. Didn't they say something? Were they on like a quest?
If I recall correctly, Sir Talavar served underneath one of the fairy queens and was here as an emissary, and had been locked away by Bavlorna, and has been unable to return to his majesty since the hags took over the realms.
Maybe we should keep our allegiances quiet for now.
Good idea.
Yeah, we just need to find this king, right?
Yes. King Gallup the 19th. Gallup.
She'll turn over towards Kalik. Do you think you could handle royalty?
Do you recall when we went through the Hall of Mirrors on our departure to this realm?
She frowned slightly, thinking of her own image. I do.
We got to see a little bit of each other's pasts. I mean no disrespect by this, but the way that those bullywugs spoke, I am more familiar with how to act around them than the rest of you are, given what your younger selves' experiences looked like. There may be a time as well when each of your own experiences are better suited, but I think here, and especially because they seem to naturally speak in Sylvan, a language which I do speak myself, it might be better suited if I were to conversationally take the lead. As I said before, in the face of combat, I will follow your lead regarding whether or not the situation calls for lethality. But in speaking to these people, I think my own experiences might be a little more relevant.
Lily just groans and cuts you off near the end. I mean, clearly you are good at long-winded speeches, so you're probably better with royalty. But I would prefer if when you talk to us, you would keep it more direct. When you evade with your words like that, it rubs me rather wrong.
I apologize.
She shakes her head slightly, trying to think of how she can get her point across.
How about this? You understood what I said, yes?
Insofar that you believe you were raised better than us?
Then I believe you've not understood my point.
That's what I'm saying. You worry so much about not insulting those you're speaking to. You hide the point of your thoughts.
That is the way that one must speak when there are very long-term consequences for misspeaking. If you would rather that I be blunt, then I shall. I'm more used to talking to people like this than you are, because you clearly did not have a comfortable childhood life from that very brief glimpse that I got. I'm sorry that that is what your life had been. I wish that it had not been. But for the current situation, I am better equipped to talk to these people than you are.
She just shakes her head while looking up. Talk to them if you will, but know that until you are able to be more direct in speaking with me, you will never have my trust.
I will do better. I have always attempted to answer you honestly, but apparently honesty and brevity are both important to you, and I had not realized that.
She'll
Alright.
she'll just look at Arifis as he starts to speak up and finish out with fuck, maybe forget. That alright was too powerful. Alright, and she'll just swallow her words.
So ahead, you see that there is a path that sort of winds up north. There is also a pier that kind of has a few skiffs attached to it as well. You can presume that the walkway is probably meant to lead you northward.
All right, so Panache, you lead the way on this one. Everybody comfortable with that?
Almost comfortable.
Mercaria will mostly be up, kind of walking beside Kalik.
Okay.
Lavelli shrugs.
So we are going to move everyone up. And as you...
Arfis is...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. As we're walking, Arfis is going to sidle up next to Dimple, who's been very quiet during all of these interactions. And Arfis still isn't quite sure where Dimple/Chester falls on, like, this inter-party conflict. And so he's trying to get, like, a read on how Dimple is feeling.
Yeah, Arifis is my campaign manager trying to secure the swing vote for the election.
Yeah.
This is jury management.
Who's on trial? Probably Kalik.
So Chester, what kind of mood, what kind of expression do you have here as we're kind of moving forward?
Chester's just kind of taking it all in. This is the first time he's not only been with a party like this, but like he's had arguments before between different people at the circus, and things have been sort of disorganized and stuff like that. So he's kind of used to sort of this sort of thing. But like he's just like he's interconflicted because he also feels like he's been in the wrong, because when he learned things like Chaos Bolt and Burning Hands, it was to protect himself. And so he's used them a couple times in sort of a, trying to defeat whatever's trying to fight us way, not purposely trying to kill, but also if it happened to happen, it did. And so now he feels bad that he didn't put more restraint on not trying his best to make sure he controlled it where it wasn't killing. So he sort of feels in the wrong. So he doesn't really know he doesn't actually know. He feels like he's on both sides and doesn't really know which way he actually is. He's very conflicted. So he's just been silent because he doesn't know which side is right.
Do you think Chester is more like poker face, able to kind of keep himself composed, or do you think he visibly looks like he is unsure?
For the most part, I would say poker face, but then when this whole eruption started bringing up, he's like, I really want to be on the side that doesn't murder, but like also I was also on the side that almost murdered. So like he's just very like sort of afraid to speak up because he doesn't know which side everyone kind of thinks he's at, and he's just kind of kept into himself.
Okay.
So the longer this goes, the more you can visibly see he's very conflicted and confused.
Gotcha. So as the group of you step up to the end of this path, you see that there are a row of boulders, each spaced 2 feet apart, that breach the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot walkway. You notice that the water is a little murky in this area.
I think with the murky water, I get particularly like slightly nervous. Just as a heads up, in my vision I had earlier in the water, the marrow were swimming in pretty murky water, and this is feeling a bit familiar. So I might just want to be real careful here.
Here, let me take a look. Lavelli will spread out her wings and flap them a bit, and just try to do a circle over the rocks and see if she sees any particularly different movement in the murky water.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm going to use my nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You definitely see that there are long, powerful shapes in the water. They break the surface of the water, and you essentially see there are two humanoids, and they appear half humanoid, half demon, very aquatic in appearance. They are Marrow, yes.
Okay. Are they real close to each other? Or are they like split up along the path?
You see, they are here.
Okay.
They aren't paying attention to the rocks.
Lavelli flies back and lands. Well, we have come across your vision, it seems.
Fish?
Dangerous.
Yes, scary fish.
She gestures to the right side of the rocks.
Are there actually like these bullywugs here on the map that we just kind of walked by?
Yes.
Those are fakey wugs.
You see that there are giant frogs here. There are giant frogs here, and the bullywugs are actively working on the balloon. So they kind of watch you as you pass by, but they don't talk to you.
Maybe we can ask them where their king is.
Looking over to Panache.
Certainly. I'd hoped we'd. Yeah. And he'll head over to this nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
What language do you speak?
Sylvan.
Okay. As you speak Sylvan, you bow. They bow back and they say, "Hello. You should seek out the king."
Yes, we only wanted to clarify the direction. To the north, is it?
Yes, follow the path, and you shall be brought directly to the soggy court.
Thank you kindly.
Or.
And he'll return to report to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
She, as he walks up, Lavelli puts her hand on his shoulder. See if they'd be willing to make a trade. They help us cross these rocks safely, and I can help repair some of the hard-to-reach spots. She gestures to the balloon.
Caleb will try to make his tone sound like this was a total afterthought. I can't believe I didn't think to say it before. Would you all like some help?
With the balloon?
But yes, one of my associates here is able to fly. Perhaps some of the harder-to-reach sections are higher up.
Oh.
She would be able to assist.
That would be excellent. Yes. Do they know how to sew?
I'm not sure. Scarlet, switching back to Carmen. Scarlet, are you familiar with a needle pulling thread?
I'm rather dexterous. Is all she says.
I believe she'll be more than capable.
Excellent. And you see the bullywug just hold out both the needle and thread and then gesture up to the very top of the balloon.
Nice.
And Lavelli will hold her hand out to take it and then fly up to go help.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand, please.
Do I have advantage? No. Damn. I wanted to use that advantage.
You have a 12. Okay. You do manage to do this just fine. It's not the most impressive work, but you get the job done. And we'll say that it takes about 30 minutes to do this because everything's kind of moving around. You're multitasking, flying and doing this and trying to do a good job. And you see that the gas begins to try to like escape the balloon in intervals. And by the time you're done, the panel that you have finished is so secure that it does not leak.
And then she'll come back down and look at Caleb.
Okay, the bullywug says, "Oh, excellent, thank you so much." They bow deeply. "Is there anything that we can do for you as a gesture of our gratitude?"
Well, since you've offered, we are not quite as nimble with our legs as you clearly are. And he kind of gestures to the fact that, like, he's got, like, sort of bony elven legs and clearly not froggy legs. Perhaps you could give us some advice on traversing these rocks safely.
I don't know of anyone having trouble with them, but if you need, I suppose. And they kind of hold out a webbed hand.
Why, thank you. And takes
Gonna
it
carry
sort
you
of
across
delicately.
like a child going across the street.
So he's just holding your hand and he just sort of like waddles with you. He hops onto the rock, the first rock, and like kind of helps you over. And like, it's not any kind of significant athletic or acrobatic sort of thing. As you're kind of up close, you definitely see that the rocks are not that slippery.
I know that the ones earlier could speak common anyways, but Caleb will shout back in common. Oh, actually, the rocks aren't slippery at all. I thought for sure algae and water and that's the liquid we were rowing through on our raft was a bit viscous. I thought for sure this would be much worse.
So it's stable?
Seems to be so.
Shall I help your friends across as well?
I think they should be okay. However, we have had mishaps in the past.
I can stay nearby in case one of you fall, and I can help.
That would be excellent. I take it that, given your physique, you're an excellent swimmer.
Oh, yes. You see him bloop, into the water and just sort of starts hovering and swimming there.
And then he died.
Yeah, I think Kalik will just start to make the rest of the way over.
Okay. As Kalik is beginning to move forward, what does the rest of the party do?
The Valley is going to hang out above and keep an eye out from where the marrow we're seeing.
Okay. I'll carry over that nat 20 from before, and you absolutely see the marrow. They look over towards the bullywug. The disruption in the water catches their attention, but then they look away.
Arya looks to Chester and says,
Do you want to go first? Well, second, I guess? Or do you want to wait?
I can. It seems easy enough if it's not slippery.
If anyone was going to fall, it was going to be Chester.
Don't worry, I have Featherfall. It's fine.
You got this, Chester.
So then Chester will, as well, make his way onto the rocks.
Okay.
I think Ricaria will offer a hand to, oh God, what's their name again?
Jingle Jangle?
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle
Think
jangle.
sound.
And say,
Jingle jangle, are you okay on your own or do you want to go together?
Jingle Jangle does like uppies.
oh, Yeah, Rikaria will pick up Jiggle Jaggle. I'm pretty sure. I think Rikaria has the highest strength in the party too. So it's real easy.
Yep.
I have a 13. Just like
Yeah.
backpacks all these keys. Just
Lavelli's
Jiggle
too heavy
way
being
Jingle's
fast.
so heavy.
just like I got this.
Have you seen her mace? How heavy that thing has to be? Or her flail?
I'm good. I can totally get across these rocks.
Okay, so you're next.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man,
That's how Rikaria dies.
I'm having a Destiny platformer flashbacks right now.
Not with a bang, but with a jingle jangle.
So I'll just say Lavelli's like flying over the water.
Mm-hmm. Keeping an eye out for if things go bad.
Okay. So, as Kalik gets to about there.
Surprise algae, motherfucker.
As you get to about there, you hear the sound of stone grumbling. It sounds very upset. You quickly leap back as you see the rock begin to pull up out of the water, and it goes.
Oh,
Those are the
love-
sounds that rocks make.
I love them.
baby.
Ingratitude, always stepping on me.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
It speaks in common. Maybe.
Maybe.
Hold on.
It speaks rock.
Yes, common. Ingratitude.
Greatest apologies. I had not spotted you there. Very well disguised.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Is your nat 20?
12.
He's saving that for the king.
Apology accepted. It is good that you were quick to apologize. I am having a very bad day.
A bad day? Heavens, why?
Every day's a bad day.
Imagine Lavelli's like, great, we're stuck here forever.
I mean, she's not.
You're not. We were attempting to make our way across this this series of boulders, which we had mistaken you for. Perhaps, if there's something we can do about the source of your annoyance, we could finish our journey, and you might even be able to help.
Well, perhaps you should ask the rocks that you step on if you can step on them next time.
Of course.
I didn't step on them. Lavelli calls from above.
You hear the sound of rock grinding as its massive head just kind of looks up. No, it has no neck. It can't look up. You
Does
see
it just tilt its whole
Yeah,
body
you just see his
backwards?
whole body tilting. Unamusing. Well, you may continue.
Again, very sorry.
You see? Oh, I can't. You see the rock guy just sort of like begin to move away, so there's now like a hole between Chester and Kalik. He begins to slowly slosh through the water, grumbling.
Angie boy.
So Chester, you were in pursuit of Kalik, and now you have to jump.
Remember what I said? If someone was gonna fall.
Yep.
Just a moment.
Huh?
Kalek will pull off his bag and start rummaging through it and pull out his 50 feet of rope.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right. He'll kind of toss it out like in this direction so that if it misses the current, we'll just pull it towards the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And just a good like 20 feet of rope, which should be enough to get to most of the party.
Okay. I will draw rope.
Woo! Hey, Chester.
Yeah.
Oh, not Chester. Sorry. She would not say Chester. Dimple.
Yes.
How would you like to make it more fun? She hovers over the gap and holds her arms down below her. You are a master of the trapeze, are you not?
I mean, I've done some in the past. What did you have in mind?
She claps her hands together. Come on. I'll help you across.
I mean, why not? And Chester goes ahead and reaches out a hand or whatever. However, this is gonna work.
Come on, you're gonna trapeze.
Are you essentially making a tightrope out of the rope with Kalek on one end and you on the other end?
Or are you doing the swinging thing with your arms?
swinging
where you're
thing.
Like, yeah, like holding your arms down. It's like a swing. And you're like, yee.
Yeah.
Chester will jump, grab
So,
her
like,
arms, and
The
then
trapeze hang
swing
from the
forward.
ceiling, so she's providing like an airborne thing for him to hold on to.
You don't just hover.
Right. She's using momentum. She has carried them before. It's just for a moment for
Well,
the jump and then
it was
swing.
more like
Mhm.
they're like, okay. I'm pretty sure you technically can't just carry people, but just for the sake of montaging between stuff, like I've said, it's okay. Like it would be considered difficult terrain. Like the only way you could fly and carry someone is if they're like bear hugging you and have their legs wrapped around you.
I'm not carrying them. It's like a second of Chester grabbing my hand, then using the momentum to let go and continue. A trapeze.
But you're not suspended from anything.
Because your arms are your wings.
No, they're not.
No,
my
they're
wings are
not.
on my back.
Wait.
That's
Yeah.
how this has been the whole time.
I
Yeah,
thought you
all of
had
the,
arm wings.
All of the bird races in 5e are technically the same like structure as an angel with like arms,
Okay.
legs, and back wings.
This entire time, I've thought that you had like pterodactyl arms. Like little hands.
Yeah.
Like every single time.
I
Constantly
understood you,
flapping your
V.
arms.
I
I
understood you.
I think
be
the
fair-
only one who has arm wings are the Kenku, and they can't fly, right?
Mhm.
Well, okay, you can see my confusion, right?
Well,
Wow,
to be fair,
okay.
I was in the same boat. I'm just
I
like
thought
I'm
you just
grabbing
had
a wing.
hands on the end of like
Yeah.
wings.
No.
I just thought this whole time I'm grabbing
no,
a wing.
no.
So yeah, I'm there too.
That's the only reason she's able to carry
Okay,
anything.
fine. Do your trapeze thing. Yeah, it works.
What am I rolling?
Acrobatics.
Okay, I should be decent at
This
that.
is hilarious.
I just
7.
Oh
You
Yeah.
have.
Should I roll to see if I can compensate at all?
Well, let Zombie decide first. You do have a
Okay.
reroll and you have 2 nat 20s.
stack.
You know what? Let's use a reroll.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So you rolled athletics. Roll acrobatics.
oh crap!
Okay.
It saved me.
16. Okay. Yeah, so tell me how this works, Lavelli.
So Lavelli floats over the gap, and using the momentum of their wings to apply upward lift, as Chester jumps, they grab hands, and she swings him towards the other side.
My producer says let him do the trapeze thing, but he has to accept the arm wings.
I will
I'm
not
kidding.
accept this character rewrite.
No, you're good. Okay. Yeah, so all right, you got 1 across.
Yeah, that was just for Chester, who's a master of trapeze.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. and
God.
you get to about here. Erephus gets to about here. All right.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to jump that. Can one of you, maybe we can work together and, hey,
Just
Jingle
yeet,
Jangle,
jingle, jangle.
can you do the trapeze thing? Sorry, I'm okay. Your locks are just, you got really solid locks.
Jingle Jangle knows solution to this issue.
Oh,
And
what is
just
it?
dives into the water.
No! Jingle Jangle just leans down on the rock. No!
That's a lot of weight.
Oh,
Someone save him!
Calyx closest.
You see Jingle Jangle grab the rope. Kalik, roll me a strength athletics check.
Okay.
Oh my god. Well, goodbye, child.
14. All right, you managed to keep hold. It's working. Jingle Jangle is just kind of swimming, kind of like dog paddling, and also has a hand on the rope. It's working out fine. Lavelli. You see.
They only eat humans specifically.
They only eat keys specifically.
And we
Hola.
have no humans in the party. They're so big.
You see, as there's a splash of water that they look over. Actually, I don't think they're supposed to be this big.
I would
exciting.
appreciate if they were less.
Yeah, I'm very happy with
Yeah,
that.
I would like if they were not bigger
Oh,
than
they can be
Big Rock
huge.
Man.
It's fine.
Oh, are
It's
they? Are
big.
y'all supposed to be bigger?
I think you shrunk us down.
All right, listen, I'm very confused about stuff.
Mhm.
Oh god, yeah, I
Oh,
know.
God.
It's is it?
Oh my god, Jingle Jangle's now bigger than everyone.
Oh my god.
Jingle Jangle grew in water.
It's one of those little spongy things.
Yeah.
Well, like the little chia pet.
The little,
Dinosaur
dinosaur
things?
eggs
Yeah.
that you would have.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, cool. All right, the reason I'm confused is because on the bullywug character sheet, it says they're medium size, so you should technically be the same size as them, right?
But what size does it
Marrow.
say?
Marrow or
Marrow.
large.
Let me
Okay.
just see
So
what's
they-
the map size. Oh, the map?
Okay,
The
so
marrow are the correct size, but we should be smaller.
Yeah, we should. You're right. We should be smaller. These are 10 foot squares.
okay, so yes, they are fucking huge. Cool.
They're
Jesus
big.
You
Christ.
see that they turn their heads with a splash of Jingle Jangle, and they begin to swim forward. What do you say, Lavelli?
Danger. Fish incoming.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Dimple, get to the shore.
We came into their habitat, now they're attacking us. I don't feel that bad, to be honest. I feel conflicted.
Just
Oh, god damn it.
let's get to solid ground as quick as we can.
I'm going to activate Crocodile Stance.
Okay, what's that?
Here.
Lavelli
For-
can swim.
10 minutes, I have a swim speed equal to my walk speed plus 10.
Okay, very good. So Jingle
Uh.
Jangle essentially pulls herself up next to Kalik. But you still have this gap here, and they definitely have noticed the party now. What do you do, sorry, Lavelli, what do you want to do here?
Lavelli's gonna touch down into the water and then try to get their attention and keep them away from the others.
Okay.
Just like a cat and mouse kind of keep pulling back from them thing.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're both starting to swim towards you. So you have effectively distracted them. Ricaria, what do you want to do here?
Again, Ricari is very conflicted. Jingle Jangle's up on the rock. Jingle Jangle's fine. Ricaria feels a bit bad and is very worried for what might come So Ricari is just gonna try and move quickly so we can get out of their space as fast as possible.
Okay.
So let's just get out of their space. If we leave, we're fine. And we'll kind of move back a little bit on the rock as much as they can. Their like foot overhangs the back for a moment. They're like, okay, we got this. You're never good at jumping, but maybe today's the day. And we'll try to get up as much speed as they can and just try to launch themselves towards Caleb.
Okay. Acrobatics.
With my -2.
You got this.
Hey, at least it's not minus jingle jangle.
A 9. I might have to
You
use my
splash
advantage.
in the water. Oh, you want? Okay.
I
Yeah.
use my advantage before I
Yep.
splash in the water.
Yeah. Roll again.
You splash?
14. All right. You managed to jump across.
Just like hugs onto the rock, like okay, like the wind's completely knocked out of them. There's fire.
All right.
Ooh, rough landing.
The only other person across is Eriphis. What do you want to do here? There's a big gap in front of you.
Arifis is just gonna jump it.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics.
As
Love to do
As
athletics.
Kalix sees Eriphis like preparing for this jump, I think he's gonna call to the other two. Dimple, Candy, make space.
do the others get out of the way first?
There needs to be a landing spot.
Clutching a rock. Tries to move around the rock.
Chester, would you
Okay.
get out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
In
would you?
that case, Kalix can at least move to make oh, that's not the wrong thing. Make space for Eriphis to land where he was and buy a little bit more time for Ricaria.
So there is a
All right.
rock there now.
We believe in you.
Activate. Jump. Whee!
Shape
Wow.
of you fell.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice. Easy. Okay. So, essentially, we see everyone one by one getting over to the other side. But, Lavelli, they are now chasing you. What do you want to do?
I can make that. Lovella's just gonna swim back as fast as she can to the shore.
Okay. Very good. Once you get to the shore, they seem to lose interest in you.
Okay. And then, soaking wet and panting, she rejoins the others.
Okay. As the group of you make your way to the other side, you see that the path eventually curls around and leads you to the side of a building.
I did not harm them, Rocaria. Or, goddamn, I'm so tired.
It's okay. I said your name earlier. I feel like it's payback at this. It's okay.
Lavelli would never say your name. It's me being super tired.
That's fine.
I appreciate it.
Candy, that's right.
That was incredibly brave, Scarlet. You quite possibly saved multiple members of the group. Thank you very much.
Honestly, part of me really wanted to jump in, but this is probably better that we didn't.
I don't know how many more times I can repair your books, Ricaria.
It's not about
Candy.
the books. About the adventure.
I'm so ready for this naming thing to be over.
So you see up ahead there is a wooden structure that stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch. Smoke curls up from a hole at its apex. Its windows are blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood. You see that there is a clothesline attached to one corner of the building's exterior, and it is hung with a variety of frayed patchwork garments.
Does this look like the place I saw in my vision?
No,
Okay.
it's much smaller.
Okay.
Well, for better or worse, it looks like someone's home.
May And mayhaps the king we are looking for?
We can knock. Or see if there's like a box for receiving packages. And if there's a name.
We can check that as we go to knock.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, as you get closer and closer, you see a sign that is written in Sylvan, and it says, Balloon Factory.
Oh, a balloon factory. I guess I never really thought about how balloons were made.
I guess here.
Well, do we really need to go into a balloon factory? Should we not just continue north?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Probably not where we're going to find the king, in a factory of all places.
Maybe we
mean,
can.
It doesn't hurt to check.
Maybe he's like a
There-
supervisor.
Their idea of a king might be different than our idea of a king.
A fair point.
But also, most places do hurt to check in this world.
Maybe we can get balloons for later.
A group consensus?
Balloons.
Yeah, I say we should check at least.
Simple.
Yeah, I guess we may. I mean, what's the harm of checking?
That's how we were all turned into balloons.
So as the party... Sorry, go ahead.
It was like Kayla gives Lavelli a look that's like, they voted, but I'm kind of with you on this, and goes up to the door to knock.
Okay, as you open the door, you see inside that there are small fires. Just everything in here is on fire. And you see a bullywug rushing around holding a bucket and it's sloshing wildly. And he looks up at you and says, in Sylvan, "Grab a bucket! We have to make sure the fires are out!"
Would these
Could
fires
it
count
hurt?
as a
They
small-
said.
Would these fires count as a small campfire?
They're smaller than a campfire. They're like a...
Perfect. Ricaria will
Love it.
just sprint in and start casting Druidcraft to like put them out.
Extinguish campfires.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, this absolutely works. What does this look like? Do you have any kind of special...
Yeah, so I think what happens is there is just as they kind of run in, they start just they take kind of a deep breath and blow towards each of the fires, just very quick, just instantaneously. And this large gust of wind comes out of their lungs, and you see instantly just completely sweeps the fire out completely. And Ricaria just tries to run as fast as they can, just around, just taking deep breaths and blowing out these fires.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and like move your token in. So as you're doing that, everyone can see that there are these floating pieces of coal that are defying gravity, and they keep smashing into stuff, and it starts fires. What does everyone else do as Ricaria is actively doing this?
I want to see if my knowledge of Arcana tells me anything about floating
Yeah,
pyromaniacal coal.
yeah.
No.
I want to see if I can grab one.
5. They-
The 5 tells me nothing.
They just look like coal. Okay, that's a 19 Arcana from Chester. You want to try to grab one. Okay.
Yes.
Make me an attack, a melee attack.
I will just use punch.
Okay? 17, you do not hit. You try to grab one, but you just barely miss it. It is really blindingly fast. Chester, You, with your 19 Arcana, can tell that these are animated objects, and they are enchanted by magic in some way. They are not sentient, and they essentially, they have essentially just been animated here. From the way that they're moving very, very quickly, you can tell that hitting them is going to be very hard. They have an armor class of 18.
Yeah, that was really well.
But you get the sense that if you were to use like a bucket and perhaps douse it with water, just a kind of like a splash attack, it would be more effective than trying to actually hit it.
There seems to be a lot of magic that is animating this, and we'd be a lot easier to throw water or something like that at it versus trying to whatever you were trying to do, Lavelli, punch it or grab it or whatever.
Wow.
Are there any extra buckets around?
Yeah, you see that there are 3 buckets by the door.
Arthas will grab one and walk to the water to fill it up and come back in.
Okay. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Cool.
So I need you to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, Stella, why don't you roll for initiative?
I
Son of a-
will.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1.
I didn't roll
And I
one.
still died with candy.
funny.
Amazing.
All right.
Get candied.
So,
That's your new catchphrase.
as we enter combat with Cole, I think this is the perfect time for us to take a quick break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Go use the restroom, grab some water, grab a snack, do a stretch, and we will BRB. Arifis, you are first. You see that these animated coal are slamming into the walls, and perhaps there's something you can do about it. You have in your hand a full bucket.
Great. I am walking up to this coal right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to toss my bucket of water at it.
Okay, can you make me a strength or dex check?
Yeah.
Just throw
Do
the
I
whole
get
bucket at it.
proficiency with bucket of water?
You do. No, sorry, you don't. It's an improvised weapon.
I
Darn.
was very surprised by
Do
your
you get-
answer.
Do you get proficiency with improvised weapons? Is that something Barbarian gets in this?
So that's 13.
Okay.
But since it's International Ace Day, do I get advantage?
Yes!
Yeah!
Wait, do I get advantage then?
Yes! Sure.
Nice.
Gotta
Hell
play.
yeah.
Gotta play the community card there. Fine, do it. All right, 16. All right. So you splash, and it's dead.
Okay.
You hear
So
it. You hear it like
move-
crackle as the water splashes onto it, and it begins to fizzle and pop, and then it explodes. Now your bucket
That's
is
fun.
empty.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to basically just get back to the water.
Okay, very good. Animated Cole's turn. You see this smash into the wall. They just basically start various fires. Everything that Ricaria has done is undone.
Oh no. I'm winded.
Kalik, it is your turn.
Grab a bucket from over here by the door.
Okay.
And can I throw from there, or do I need to be closer?
So the buckets are empty. You will have to go fill it up.
I misunderstood. Then I guess I'm headed to the water.
Okay.
And I can head back in with my movement because
Mhm.
I move like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think unless,
It's an action.
yeah.
You still have a bonus if you want to use it for anything.
I do not have anything to do with my bonus other than more moving.
Okay. Ricaria, it is your turn.
Ricaria is running around trying to put out these fires. That's all they're doing. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft again. I put out 1 fire out of like 5. Just poof, just big blow. I'm gonna knock like, I don't know, is there like a table that I can pick up and throw on the other fire to quickly douse it?
It is a total state of ruin inside of here. You see that any remnants of tables are charred. You can definitely, well, Druidcraft is probably an action, right?
It is. That's why I can only put out 1.
Okay, yeah. So we'll just say that you're busy doing that. Lavelli.
It's bigger.
Quick, throw a firebolt at it. Fight fire with fire. Lavelli will go over here and try to catch one of them.
Okay, AC is 18.
But I get advantage for this one attack.
Yes, you do. Okay, that's a hit. 25.
Nice. I got it.
All right. Did you want to just hold it, or are you doing damage
Yeah.
to it?
I'm holding it.
Okay.
She was grabbing it.
Okay, it is now grappled.
Got it.
That hurt.
This is mine now.
No, like in character, Kalik is asking that. Doesn't that hurt?
It probably hurts.
Does it light things on fire or people on fire?
It does light people on fire too,
I'm fine.
but it's not its turn yet. So you're fine for now. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
that's-
that, like when you grab and hold something hot for the first like split second of holding it, it's not hot, and then you're like, oh shit, this is hot, and then it hurts you.
Why didn't anyone tell me this would be hot?
So hot.
Chester, it's your turn.
Chester will probably do the same thing or fill bucket and go in because I don't have anything that I can use against it.
Okay.
There's still a third bucket.
Yep. All right. To grab the bucket and go to the water, that'll be 30 feet.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's what I do.
Okay. Airfish, it's your turn.
All right. So I get my water. I don't know if that's a full action or what.
No, you get that for
but
free.
It doesn't. Okay. So I move up here, and that's about all I can do right now.
Okay. It is animated Cole's turn. The one that's in Lavelli's hand attacks at disadvantage because it's grappled. 12? Does that hit
There's
you?
a number there? It's like the same color as the box it's in. But no, 12 does not hit.
Okay.
I wonder if it's just because of dark mode.
It
Yeah.
is dark
it
mode,
is.
yeah.
Dark mode's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
For roll 20.
The one here is going to try to hit Ricaria. That's an 8. That's a nat
Wow.
1.
If that hits, I'm very scared.
I have a 10 AC right now, so
Wow.
Just
very
it's
lucky.
against like the bite mark in their shoulder. and it's
Yeah.
like, ah, so bad.
And then the other 3 are just starting massive fires. Kalik, it is your turn.
I feel like I need to put out the one that's being grappled.
Wow, rude.
Cause
Maybe type rude.
I can't in good conscience let Lavelli keep hurting herself.
She hasn't even been hurt yet. She looks fine.
She does have a
Hey.
turn before the Cole does.
Okay. Then I guess I'll splash the one over here.
Okay. Dex or strength.
Dex.
Okay, 10. You have a nat 20.
Oh, I'm keeping my nat 20. I have
Okay.
a use for that nat 20.
Okay, 10. You see the coal zips out of the way, and you empty your bucket onto the floor.
Back out to the water.
Okay, sounds good. Ricaria.
All right. So Ricaria, as a bonus action, seeing that everyone's having kind of a hard time, you see that Ricaria looks over to Lavelle really quick and says, "Hey, do you have any spare that I can have and use? Do you have any spare feathers? I don't want to just take one because that's really rude. So I'm just asking if you just have one that's like loose."
Lavelia blinks and takes the one feather out of her hat.
Oh, okay, perfect. And Ricari will take that, and I am going to use my bonus action to do the my spirit totem, and I am going to bring a hawk spirit. So basically, the hawk spirit will creature makes attack rolls against a target in the spirit's aura. You can use your reaction to gain to grant advantage to the attack roll, and we also have advantage on perception checks while in the aura. So a like slightly pinkish hued kind of spirit of a hawk kind of just phases into the wall and just screeches and lands on one of the broken pieces of the table. And there's like a slight almost pink hue that kind of fills the room as Ricaria will sprint up past and up the stairs and just start putting out fires up here.
Okay. What's the range of this aura?
The aura, I think it's 30 feet. Bonus action. You can see within 6, so it's had a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, can't see that. All right. So it basically covers the whole building. Oh. You can't see it. Haha. There you go. Now you can see it.
Everything's double. Does it still cover? Oh, yeah, it does. Awesome. Just want to make sure.
And then we all lit on fire.
Oh, jeez. Sweet. And then Druidcraft.
Okay, Lavelle, it's your turn.
Mhm. So I've still got a free hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna go over here and grab the other one.
Okay. Armor class is 18. That's an 8.
That is an 8.
All right, that's your action.
So then, having missed, she'll start walking with the other one over here.
Okay.
But V, don't you have advantage because you're asexual?
Oh my god. You already got your advantage.
Yeah, it's only a one-time thing for the rest of my life.
Chester. No, until next year. Chester,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
He'll go. What is it? 35 feet? Can I go that far? I don't think so.
I think you can get to about here.
Okay. Wrong thing. There we go. Till it gets about here, and I guess I'll try and throw my bucket at this coal over here.
Okay. Strength or dex?
Dex.
Okay, that's a 6. Do you want to use a nat 20?
No.
Okay. You.
That one piece of coal is immortal.
It's like.
Yeah.
It's so fast. It's swift.
Yes.
It's swift.
I'd like to wait. Can I give Chester an advantage then for my reaction, so you can try again?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll again, Chester. 20. Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
You
Nice.
splash it. It's gone.
Yay.
Hawk goes at you. Or however hawk sounds. Hawk.
Hawk. Yeah, I'm pretty
Like
sure
a
that's right.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's sister name. Hawk.
Hawk. I guess at this point, Chester will just once again go back to the water.
Okay, I think you used all your movement to get there.
Oh, never mind. On his next time I can move, I'm gonna move to the
Okay.
water.
Arifis, it's your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, wait, no. Can I do?
And you went back.
10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. I'm going for the furthest one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
That's the
throw
boss
water.
one.
Yeah, this is the boss.
This one's like blue fire.
I got this.
It's death fire.
Strength or dex?
Strength.
Okay, 19. Absolutely. It's gone.
Nice. That's my turn.
Okay. It's the Cole's turn. The one in Lavelli's hand is going to hit her at disadvantage. Wow. That's a
Nice.
8. Okay, and the two that are sandwiching dear old Ricari are going to try to hit her. So one on the left, 9. The one on the right,
Does hit.
25.
The 25
Ooh.
does hit.
Okay, you take 4 fire damage,
Ow.
and you are now on fire.
I take 2 because I think I have fire resistance. Right? Am I
As a
right?
tiefling, yeah.
Yeah. So I do have fire resistance, which is fun. I don't have like a
What you're saying is
at all.
y'all should be the ones grabbing these coals.
Right? Yeah. So it's just like, okay, ow.
Just hand it to you.
I got a little blister. Okay.
Okay, you take
not
2
good.
damage. You are on fire.
Fire though.
Yes, you
The blister's getting worse.
Kalik, your bucket is full.
Kalik has like an epiphany moment. And he's gonna run to here, and he's going to hold out a hand and the bucket and say, Dimple, Fire Brigade, hand me your bucket and take this one.
Okay. And then hands his empty bucket.
Okay, you switch buckets.
And Kalik's gonna go back and refill it.
Okay. That is so fucking smart. I would not
Bucket
have thought
line.
of that.
Neither of what I
That's
have.
like literally what you do in person if there's like a fire.
That's what I was
Legit.
thinking.
I was gonna, like, if it was me there, I would have suggested it, but I was like, Lavelli's not gonna do that. She's just gonna try to grab the coal immediately.
Kalik, I'm gonna give you DM inspiration for that so you can mark it on your character sheet. And the difference between a DM inspiration and the blessings is you get to keep the DM inspiration, and any blessings that you get during the session, they always reset to 0.
Nice.
Ricaria, it is your turn.
I'm on fire. Amazing.
Stop.
So I take 1d4 damage at the start of my turn.
You take 1.
I take 1. Huzzah. Ow. I'm on fire. Someone throw a bucket on me.
Throw a bucket at me.
I don't think Ricaria is going to move. I think Ricaria is just on putting out fire duty. Doesn't care that she's getting burned.
Okay.
She's gonna continue to use Druidcraft, blow out this fire.
Valid.
That's it.
Yep. Okay. Lavelli, it's your turn.
All right. Lavelli walks over here and just dunks it in the water.
Okay. It explodes. It's gone.
How much movement was that right here? 10.
10.
So 20. 35. So right back here.
Okay. Chester, you have a full bucket in your hand.
Yay. Chester's gonna run down this way. And then he's gonna notice yeah, I think I can run. Yep. So he's gonna notice Ricari and go, "Oh, you're on fire!"
Fine.
Are you sure?
I'm fine. Just put out the coal.
Okay, and then he'll go over to this coal right over here and throw a bucket.
Okay. Roll me strength or dex. 15. You splash it and it explodes.
Yay!
Your bucket is now empty. And I think that's all your movement.
I have 30, I think.
Okay. You started here. Okay, yeah. So you basically had like 15, so you can basically go back to where you started. So this is
Okay.
30.
I'll be back with a fresh bucket and runs away.
Okay, thanks.
Erithus, it's your turn. You have an empty bucket.
Eriphis is going to run up to the coal,
Mm-hmm.
and with the empty bucket is going to try to trap the coal.
Okay.
Rest in peace, bucket.
Go ahead and strength or dex.
69.
I'll give you advantage with the hawk.
So it's 9.
Maybe.
Oh wait, I thought for advantage we just roll again.
Oh.
Might be.
Oh, I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
say
yeah,
it before.
yeah, you're right. 12. 12, you have it now in a bucket.
Yeah.
150 points.
That's
for
my
Gryffindor,
turn.
right?
Okay. Sorry, what'd you ask?
Captured the.
I said that's 150 points for Gryffindor, right?
No!
Oh, we hate Harry Potter here.
Excuse
it
you,
out.
I'm a bird. We're obviously part of Ravenclaw.
No! No Harry Potter. I refuse. The bucket's now on fire.
No.
That's the last one. That is the last one.
But I'm Goat House forever.
Kalik,
Nice.
it is your turn. You have a full bucket.
I will run inside and hold it out to Chester.
Okay. You now
How
have
many more are there?
Trade buckets again.
How many more, Dimple?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think there's one more left. The last I saw, there was one more left. Oh, and Ricaria is on fire.
Oh, dear. And he'll sprint back to the water again.
Ricaria, you're on fire. 1d4.
Is there? I'm guessing there's a fire, in the corner, right?
You're the fire.
Am I the only fire?
No, there definitely would be one over here, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run by Arifis.
On fire.
Druidcraft. Yeah, on fire. Just oh god, ow.
Okay, you take
God.
1 fire damage.
Yep. I'm at 23.
Lavelli, it's your turn.
Alright. Lily goes over here and she's just gonna try to like punch. Wait, is it in the bucket?
Yeah, the bucket's like on the floor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
and
the
it's on
bucket's on
fire.
fire, right?
Yeah.
I could just
Alright.
lift the bucket.
Okay. You can attack at advantage here if you want.
Yeah, she's just gonna like try to smash her head through the bucket.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
14 is not a hit. Armor class is 18.
Even in a bucket?
Yeah.
This ain't shooting fish in a barrel.
Okay,
Hold
well, you
on,
said you
wait.
punched it, so the bucket is now gone.
How much damage? I did 9 damage to the bucket.
Yeah, the bucket's gone.
Absolutely decimate this bucket.
The bucket is destroyed.
It's not on fire anymore. It doesn't exist.
Chester, you have a full bucket.
Chester will then move. Yeah. Yeah. So Chester's gonna. Oops, shit. He's going to run over here, and then attempt to also throw the water on it again.
Okay. Dex or strength?
Ugh.
Okay, that is a 5 dexterity. You have 2 nat 20s.
Okay, fine. I'll use one.
Okay. Yeah! Splash. It's gone. You have an empty bucket.
Such a good pop.
I practice my pops, so thank you.
I love them.
Arifis, it's your turn.
They're all gone now, right?
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, all the fire is gone.
All the fire's
There's only
gone.
1 fire left, and it is
Encounter over.
Ricaria.
There's other holes in these walls?
Yeah, there's windows.
Alright, we'll just throw her out the window.
I use thaumaturgy to make the flame green.
Okay. You can use an action to douse.
I don't have any water.
Like you can pat them. It's fine.
Oh,
Combat's over.
yeah.
Ricaria's on fire. What does the party want to do?
Arifis will go pat them on the back.
That's it. Not even gonna help with the fire.
Well, I
think-
imagine there's fire on your back.
I think Caleb comes in. He's got this bucket. He looks around, doesn't see any more coal, sees that Ricari is still on fire, and just douses her.
Just completely like that, like curl of hair that she has in the front, just all in the face.
And then RFS just patting you on the back like it's okay.
I love
That
that.
stands there.
Yeah, this is apt. Mhm.
Thank you so much. Oh, what an absolute tragedy this has all been. Ever since the sabotage, the dear old factory has been completely inoperable.
Sabotage, you say?
Yes, of the most betraying kind.
Who could have done this?
I know exactly who it was. It was...
I'm in suspense.
Hold your breath, this is a good story. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. It was two unfortunate souls, wayward and made terrible decisions. Their names were Morgort, the Knight of Warts, and Wigglewog.
Do you know where they are now? Why did they do this?
I do not know what compelled them to commit such crimes, but Wigglewog escaped, and Morgort, the Knight of Warts, is in rightful custody.
Well, we should find this Wigglewog. We should bring him to justice.
Can I get history checks from everyone?
Oh no, have we heard of Wigglewog?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You are Wigglewog.
I remembered something.
That's a 3 from Erebus,
Hey.
a 21 from Kalik, 10 from Chester, Lavelli 14, and Ricaria 13. Okay, I'm gonna say that Kalik and Lavelli both remember Wigglewog is the name of the bullywug balloon pilot that helped Sir Talavar escape. You see the bullywug in front of you say, "My name is Duke Ikrend, at your service," and they very deeply and elaborately bow to you, Ricaria, and they say, "You will find Morgort, the Knight of Warts, in the prison cell, and perhaps justice will be served to Wigglewog wherever they might be. But for your service in helping me restore, or at least maintain control of our dear factory, I must present you a gift." And he pulls something out from his vest, drops to his knees, and offers to you what looks like a brass brooch shaped like a fly with wings that flutter.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ricaria will like reach out their hands and they'll pick it up and take it and say,
Thank you so much. I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm glad that we can all help.
Oh, well, I think this will benefit you. As outsiders, it is, of course, advised that you go see the king. If you wear this brooch in the presence of the king,
Ooh.
the king will know to trust you. Winks.
Thank you very much. And I'm glad we could help.
Bows deeply.
Ricaria will bow as well.
He blushes.
Ricaria will look over to Kalik, kind of turn around and like hand the brooch to Kalik.
Here.
Oh, but it was offered to you.
I know, but I mean, you're the one who's going to talk to the king, right?
If that's still agreeable to the party.
Plot twist, Ricaria is the party leader now.
I always thought she was.
I lead from the shadows.
That's why she's trying to make Kalik the party leader. He's a puppet.
Exactly. He's a puppet leader. I will become the leader through him.
So I run a not streamed game of Witchlight every other Saturday, and the party have gone through this area already. And my favorite thing is that one of the players, their character, the thing that they lost is the ability to lie, right? And it has been absolutely hilarious when NPCs talk to them because they can't be deceitful. and they just talk about all the plans of like, oh, should we go in and like, you know, try to be proper, you know? And I don't know, just a totally different dynamic here is hilarious.
Mhm.
Oh, we should probably be going.
We should be on our way, yes.
To see the
Mhm.
king.
Of course, please let me know if there's any way that Duke Ikrin can ever serve you.
Of course, Duke Ikund.
If it
We
is
bid you adieu.
adieu, yes, I don't know, adieu, yes. Wink.
Adieu, I don't. Wink.
That was so cute. Why did no one laugh at that? Anyway, he
How dare you?
he gestures to the east. If you wish to go to the soggy court, please proceed. The bridge up ahead.
Does
was
he
like-
point to the one towards the east?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
Well, you said up ahead, but
Yeah,
I wanted
so
to
on the
make sure
other
that there
side.
wasn't like one in this
Gotcha,
mist
gotcha.
over here.
This way.
Oh, I should move outside. As they kind of leave, Ricari leans over. Just whoever's there just says,
Why is everything so soggy?
I don't know if helping him was the right choice.
I mean, in a sense, yes. Because, I mean, we don't want to let somebody suffer and have their entire business burned down. But also, we should probably release that person from prison. Maybe. I
mean,
don't know. I don't believe in prisons.
At the very least, that individual was in danger. I mean, this entire place could have burned down around them. Do we know of anything that they've done that passes your scale for whether or not someone deserves death?
Novelli just looks at Kalik.
You wanted me to learn to be better, and I'm learning.
I'm not saying that we should have killed them. I'm just saying that
We should have left them to die.
we didn't know that they were going to die before we came in. All we know is that the people here, she gestures, are most likely under Bavlorna's control and against the people who have helped us so far.
Well,
But once we release them from Bavlorna's control, it should be fine. And it'll be
Should.
better that we helped than we didn't.
I can agree with that.
Same.
Shut up, Kalik. Nobody asked you. No.
don't you dare. Just fight.
Let's just hope we haven't bolstered the forces we'll have to face by the end.
It's okay. I know that.
and then Ricari like is about to say something that just stops and says,
No, we're keeping infighting for later.
You see up ahead. Okay, hold on. This is my favorite part of the whole fucking map. Welcome to my favorite part. Okay.
Oh no.
Are those
Ooh.
stick faces?
Hold on, I will tell you exactly what it is.
It's the danger bridge.
Until
What the
you tell
fuck
me.
is that token?
Shh.
Until you tell me someone has drawn on
Dildos.
watermelons.
Be quiet! Introduction!
Stop looking at
Silence thyself! Okay. No, we're gonna go with the old. Okay. This flat wood plank bridge, which spans the arm of the lake, is lined on one side of rows by bullywug heads on spikes. At the center of the bridge, a small figure sits with its feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones. But then the several severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, some sympathetic, a few more in a more distant row yell, "What? I couldn't hear what they said!" As you're approaching and kind of hear this just smattering of voices, you hear things along the lines of, "Oh, he won't survive a fortnight. He's absolutely rubbish. Doesn't know what in the bloody hell he's doing." Another one says, "Well, in my time, I knew exactly what to do in this sort of situation. I was, of course, the wisest of my brothers." And another one says, Oh, shut up. We know that you aren't as good of a leader as you thought you were. Listen, it's gonna be a matter of time before things get better. And another one says, what? I didn't hear what they said. Did you hear what they said? I didn't quite catch it. What do you think they said? Just going on not incessantly with whatever it is that crosses their mind. They are just talking shit about each other to each other, and the context seems to be related to the leadership of Downfall. But in the middle of the bridge, there is a child-sized scarecrow, and I will show you her picture.
Squarequow.
She's my favorite in the
Scarecrow.
whole wide world.
Aww. That's
Clapperclaw.
terrifying.
Look at that thing.
Someone get me a card. I need this as a knight.
Everyone just start buying cards.
I have a
Cards,
card
cards, cards.
already. Maybe it's my night.
So
I also have a card.
So you
Maybe
see
it's
the-
mine.
you see the boot just kind of kicking, and who's gonna be the first one to like come up on the bridge?
Chester.
Obviously, our leader, Kalik.
Sure.
Okay, Kalik, as you're kind of at the front and you're coming up, you hear this creature, this very strange creature with these giant lobster claws and what appears to be a gourd for a head. You hear her say, I suppose I shouldn't get ahead of myself. And as she's kind of moving her head, you hear the sound of coins clattering out inside the hollow gourd.
I
Kayla,
think
go say hi.
Kaylee's gonna approach slowly, just like more not to startle her than anything else.
Okay, are you approaching quietly?
Clonk, 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 clonk.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
feel like he's trying to sneak up on her. I think he's just,
Mm-hmm.
not trying to like run across the bridge.
Okay, as she turns her head towards you, it's completely featureless, it's just a gourd, but you hear clatter, 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 clatter inside of her head, and she says, oh, hello there.
Hello there. Are we permitted to cross this bridge?
Oh, of course, if you like. It is, nice to meet you. No eyes, nice eyes.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
You're quite polite. I'm surprised to see you out here on this bridge by yourself.
Oh, you see her kind of like twist to look at the rows of heads. They're just they nonstop just talking. Clapperclaw says, I was hoping to perhaps find my head. I've got a temporary replacement right now, but it isn't quite as beautiful as my old one.
Is your head amongst these?
No. But I was hoping that they might know where I can find it.
One of the heads earlier said something about I knew exactly how to solve this problem back in my day or something.
It seems
can
unrelated.
Can Kaylee pick out that one though?
Okay, yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
What?
Perhaps you can be of assistance to this.
How
to this
dare
one here.
you? I am King Olgulf the 14th. What an
King Olgulf.
impolite introduction. Do you know who I am? No, you don't. I had to explain it. Huh.
Kaylee gives an incredibly deep bow.
Oh.
A king? I apologize. I did not recognize you without the vestments of your station.
The one next to him says, well, no shit, he's just a head.
And you royalty as well, I take it.
Yes, I am Queen Mundle the 12th.
Royals one and all, then. I am in impressive company indeed.
The one next down the line says, hardly impressive. We all had very, very short reigns.
A shame. You reigned for your wisdom?
A bunch of the heads start laughing. No, I think he was a favorite because he invented a new strain of tea.
Oh, clever, then. Perhaps you could help. Turns to the scarecrow. I apologize. I neglected to ask your name.
My name is Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw. Would any of you have a recommendation on where Clapperclaw could find her head once more?
They all start arguing, and Clapperclaw says, I already tried with them. I don't think they know. And as this conversation is going on, what is everyone else doing? As Kalik is visibly talking between the rows of heads and Clapperclaw.
Ricaria looks back and says,
So are we going like a head hunt now too? Like where to find head? Head? Singular?
Perhaps so.
Well, where did you lose it?
Well, the very unfortunate circumstance was that I was waylaid by Agdon Longscarf and his brigands. They stole my head, which was the most glorious stag skull. I would like it back. I feel rather self-conscious about it. The entire time she's moving her head, you just hear clack, 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 clack.
What's that?
Certainly come across.
Clacking.
Oh. Hira. As she pulls the cork out of the gourd and turns it so you can look inside. I believe I've counted 8 coins inside my head. Head empty, no thoughts.
Oh.
baby.
Do you want us to take those out for you?
If it bothers you, you can, but I don't
Does
rather
it?
mind.
Alright, then. That's fine.
Just kind of squeaky. Screws it back in.
Do you want to come with us to try and find your head?
Oh, I would appreciate the help.
Yeah. I mean, especially if it's in the area. Even if it's not, we're kind of going all over.
I've been traveling
maybe.
for some time, so I do know the way around things. I might be able to
Perfect.
help you in return.
And I mean, we've got an extra set of what?
And Ricaria starts counting everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyes. So that's 6 more pairs of eyes to help look for your head.
That's lovely. You see her stand up, and when she stands up, she's the height of maybe 2'5". She is very, very short. And you see that she has a bag attached to her, and it looks extremely fluffy. It looks like it's filled with something very soft. And you can see that there are little bundles of hay kind of sticking out of it.
What's in the bag?
Oh,
If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind at all. I don't technically have a mind, I suppose. Not a brain, at least. And you see her open the bag, and it's just hay. She says, when I get hurt, I just add some more stuffing.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
I suppose it is.
Well, we did put a stop to their thieving.
Oh, that's nice.
Should we go back and ask?
Well, if you're here to see the king, it's directly up ahead. I can wait.
Yeah, we should go say hi to the king just in case.
Maybe seeing him again anyway, so we can ask then.
And she just kind of scoots out of the way. And as... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, as Ricari's like stepping kind of by, it's like, well, hey, we'll see you later.
Unless, of course, you wish to come with us. It might be easier to return your head if you came along.
Oh, I don't mind tagging along. Sure, I will follow you. Gain a new party member.
See how easy that was, guys?
That's pretty good.
We now
Pretty
have
nice,
2 childs.
I will piggyback them both.
We're collecting all the childs.
Yep.
So as like the group of you are walking down the bridge here, you see Clapperclaw just sort of begin to walk in stride with Aerithis, and she looks up at Aerithis. Well, kind of. You guess she's looking at you. She literally has a gourd for a face, and she says, "Hello."
Hey,
What's your name?
I'm Arifus.
Arifis. It's nice to meet you.
Oh fuck, I gave the wrong name. Fuck.
You can undo it if you want. If Arifis wouldn't say their name, that's fine.
Or was he
Right.
caught off guard?
No, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Relatable.
I'm bright,
Hey,
mate.
we're feeling that.
Right. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
You look quite strong. Yes, my name is
Oh.
Clapperclaw.
It's nice to meet you, Clapperclaw. You look pretty strong yourself.
Clap, clap. Thanks. If you don't mind, I'll walk near you.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll look out for each other.
I would like that. Thank you. Last session you drew the knight card. Clapperclaw
Nice.
latches onto you.
Nice.
So
nice, nice,
happy.
nice.
I'm getting an army.
I'm getting a clawy.
Ricaria.
All right.
Ricaria,
Yes.
you still have your ink?
Yeah, I do. I got wet pages, but I got it.
Maybe Clapperclaw would like a temporary face?
Looks back at Clapperclaw.
I'm an amateur artist.
Oh,
Do you want me to draw a face on your gourd?
if you like.
If you like,
Well, I don't have eyes, so it doesn't matter.
but would you like eyes?
Why not?
Okay. And Ricaria comes over and just like doodles these gigantic eyes. onto
Big
the
anime
gourd.
eyes.
Yeah, just like with little stars and sparkles.
Clapperclaw is now very uwu.
We've done it.
Little W.
Like the little happy cat face.
Yeah, it's happy cat face.
Oh my god. Okay. Fantastic. Wow. I just want you to know that this character is supposed to be like really kind of like gallows humory, so this is gonna be fun.
Just uwu face and dark humor.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a success.
All right, y'all.
Bet your other group didn't draw a cat face on their
They did
child.
not. Not even close.
Nope.
As the group of
missing
you begin to move up, you see that there is a large clearing up ahead. You see a grand marble gazebo standing atop a mound of soggy earth, its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothes lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers, sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded underneath him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap and is mouthing the words as he reads the pages. Without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullup the 19th? He slams the book closed as if to punctuate his question, regarding you for the first time. You see King Gullup the 19th. And very close.
That is majestic.
Fancy boy.
And
Proof.
beside him is a baby crocodile wearing a frill.
A baby. That's like a child. We're
We
kidding.
need it. We're gonna steal it.
So if anyone would be the herald for Kalik, it's Ricaria. So Lavelli just gives her a nudge on the back.
Oh yeah. Okay, you'll have to remind me. Add a character.
Panache.
I was gonna say, what are your parents' names?
It's been a while since you mentioned them.
I play the flute, like, you know how like they like do the trumpets most of the time. I play the flute to try to do like one of those noises.
Okay.
Hello.
I think after that little like introduction of flute, Ricaria says, hear ye, here is his lordship, Lord Panache of the Depths. Jazz hands towards Kalik.
As you say that, you hear a string of murmurs just break out throughout the court. You see a number of fans unfurling and secret conversations happening behind them. You see the king lean forward, kind of eyeing the group of you, and then he bows his head to Kalik. And he says, "What can King Gullup the 19th do for you?" And that's where we're going to end our session for today.
Pew, 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 pew. We're going to steal a crocodile child. Pew, pew, pew.
You see the crocodile just like foaming at the mouth, excited, like a puppy, right? Just kind of like bouncing around. And you see the retainer kind of like, "Settle down, Snoodle. Not right now."
We are
Okay.
taking that
I
crocodile.
love that name so much.
We're
But
murdering
what
all
if-
these bullywugs.
What if we combined our childs and we put the crocodile as Clapperclaw's new head?
No. No, this is gonna be my pet because I can talk to it. It's my because I have Sir Lancelot, then I'll have Schnoodle.
Noodle.
It's perfect.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Smart.
All right, everyone. That's going to be the end of our session for today. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate all the show's support and everyone hanging out with us. We're going to go around real quick. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's episode was. And we'll start off with V.
Cheeseburger. Hello, I'm V. I like cheeseburgers. I stream on Twitch. Over on my channel, I play a variety of games, whatever I tend to feel like at the time. You can find me over at twitch.tv/vertigocross, or where you can usually find me over on Mondays with Stella doing MMM. Currently, we're playing Divinity 2 with a couple of friends. And Wednesdays, I'm here with a bunch of cuties.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part. I like all the children we're getting.
Okay. Clapperclaw is really cool. I really like Clapperclaw. You guys are going to fall in love with her. I know. Thank you, thank you. Next we got
Too
Zombie.
late, I already am.
Oh, okay. Zombie!
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. And what are the three names you like to call me? I am the Lore Keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably ain't too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can catch me on the Twitter at ZombieFighter89. I'm gonna throw this link in chat as well. I got a lovely business cardish thingy made by the Lady May, the wonderful, wonderful person that she is. And so she helped me out because I wanted some help. And she helped, and she was so nice. I'm trying to get more buzz about the whole editing and clipping and stuff. If you want me to do all kinds of stuff, as you can see by my introduction, I've been known to do a crap ton of clips. So I think I could do your channel some good, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. You can also find me on Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern. Ha, got you. For our for our Knights of Nerdvana show with Mr. E Street Holmes over there, where we talk about all kinds of nerdy news and stuff as well. And then I have been actually on Twitch lately, twitch.tv/zombiefighter9, where I've been doing Kirby streams. And if I'm not doing Kirby streams, I'm doing clipping and editing streams, because I was given wonderful permission by our lovely DM Stella Luna to do some of our games. So whenever I get a chance to stream me watching and clipping the games, I will. Favorite part of tonight also happens to do with our lovely DM. I think my favorite part absolutely was you switching between two different characters, those frogs. That was my favorite thing in the world.
That was fantastic.
Hey, this was a very
Oh my god.
this was a very big hit with the off-stream group, so I thought I should bring
I
it
was
back.
really hoping you would have done that, but I wasn't gonna ask. I was just like, oh man, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But it's like I felt like I was like, for those who might watch this movie, to me it felt like in Aristocrats when there's the two gooses kind of like talking to each other. It's what it reminded me of that whole like the back and forth banner reminded me of that. And it's just like, yay, it's like a Disney movie. It's like we're just going through like a fantastic little Disney movie, and it made me feel happy. I think that's it for me though. Hire me please if you can.
Thank you so much. Next we have B Street.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. You can find me on Twitter and at Stella's Discord. And as Jacob mentioned, on Monday nights we do Nerd News. It's a fun time. Come and join us. If you are in Stella's Discord, Jacob is always really good about posting a link in there when we're getting started on Mondays. So you'll always be able to find us through that. I think I have two favorite parts, and both of them are Lavelli. I thought it was absolutely hilarious when Lavelli was the only person in the party who does not speak Sylvan. That everybody decided to take the language except Lavelli. And I also really loved Lavelli walking into a house with flying coals and being like, I'll just pick them up.
Hey, I wasn't punished for it.
It worked.
I mean, it turned out great. I loved that was like, yeah, I can do this. I'll just grab them. Why not?
Excellent.
Meanwhile, Ricaria's on fire.
Thank you. Next we have Emma.
Oh my gosh, hi, it's me, Emma. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I also am writing a TTRPG called All the Witches, and I have a Twitter for that. It's at allthewitches_. We currently have a dice giveaway going on where you can win a custom set of dice from a local dice maker. So if you want to join in on that, just go, I think I have a link. Go click that link and like, follow, retweet, do all that stuff, and you're in. That's super exciting. I'm also on MJ Russell's channel tomorrow for a charity one-shot with some amazing people. Adam from Trixie Wizard, Gabe Greenspan, both of who need no introduction on this channel. There's also Molly, who is incredibly amazing and has been on a number of one-shots and various other things on this channel, and she's super cool. And then we have Brizzy Voices, who is a voice actress who's been in Final Fantasy VII Remake and is going to be in the new God of War. It's just super exciting stuff. It's going to be really fun. We're playing level 20 like villains, kind of sneaking into the hero's lair to try to defeat all of them. It's going to be wacky. It'll be really fun. So please come and join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Excellent. Thank you. Do you have a favorite moment?
Yeah. I oh gosh, I loved, because we don't get combat very often in this like story, just the unique ways that you sneak combat in every once in a while are really fun, like kind of chasing down the long scarf rabbit before, and then now fighting a bunch of coals that are setting a house on fire. It's just like really creative and really fun, and it's nice. It's a nice little break from kind of like the role-playing, like exploration stuff. And I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I totally came up with all that. I'm so good at this.
It
You're
definitely
a genius.
works.
Did you draw all of this yourself too?
I think I'll get
Did
in
you
trouble
invent
if I say
Clapperclaw?
yes.
It definitely works really well with our anti-kill fight everything party.
God. My offline or off-stream group, they avoid all like violence as much as possible because their characters are purely like social builds. So whenever they have gotten into combat, it's
Interesting.
very terrifying. Like one of the characters had 5 hit points maximum.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's May's
Wow.
character.
Yeah, that's May's character.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Thank you so much. Next we have Piper.
Hi. I'm Matihi, or Maddie Matihi. You can find me at never on my channel, but I am hoping to start doing more things on my channel now that work has kind of settled down. I'll be starting a drop-in game called Jimothy and Friends. We'll be playing, basically everyone's playing kids, going along with a little tabaxi child with a spicy little jalapeno made of magic and love, and you're gonna just be going around the town LARPing adventurers while we go in between both adventurer kind of headcanon and also what's happening in real life, which is a lot of fun. So I'll be posting about that soon, and more stuff about that. You can, of course, find me on Twitter at Maddie Matihi, where I'll be announcing more things about a very exciting upcoming campaign that I'm going to be running, starting in or at least I'll be starting more like stuff in June, July for it. I don't have a name for it yet, but it is going to be a pirate adventure. It is going to be a paid campaign, and paid from the get-go sort of thing, so it's a good time. So I'll be doing casting for that soon, and I'm getting some art done for the NPCs, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be queer, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be scary, it's gonna be great. But yeah, and then my favorite part for today, I think it's just overall just kind of Kaylik's story as it's been going on. Kaylik kind of came up really with a lot of audacity coming in. There's a lot of audacity that's still there, just a little bit, but there's more of a humbling that's going on with Kaylik and the character, and it's nice to kind of see just this kind of almost kind of understanding the slowing down from trying to be this big shot adventurer that his parents were, and now going down to more kind of trying to understand people and just trying to figure things out for himself outside of his parents. So it's really nice to see that and see that character progression. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. I really like how all of the characters are very different. Everyone's very different, and I think it's really cool. I'm still Luna. Hi. I hope you had a great time with our show. This is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We play this game every other Wednesday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So we will be back on the 20th of April here. As for me, I am a TTRPG streamer. I try to run a number of different games. We also have a community game every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We run Strixhaven as an open roster community campaign. If you would like to play, we have an infinite roster. You can come play. All you have to do is hop into our Discord, make a character, and we'll show you how to do all of it. We'll be back here Friday at 9 p.m. for Unbound, and then this Saturday at 9 p.m. we are continuing our 3-shot. This will be episode 1 of the newest 3-shot of Urban Shadows 2. This is Trouble in the Second City. New Blood is going to be emceed by the Noir Enigma, and we have a bunch of super awesome cast members there. I really, 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 really hope that you can make it. It's going to be so much fun. But thank you so much for being here. If you would like to support the channel, give us a follow, please. That is a free way that you can get information about the notifications that we... God. You get information for when we go live. And you're really cool. Heart. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Thank you, beautiful cast.
No, you.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's gonna be it for us. Have a good night, everyone. Bye!
Bye.
Wait, where's the bye button? Fuck.